Tuckermans tree. It's just a quick video so that you guys give your tree the best start that it can have. It's a beautiful autumn day, 2020. So let's get this thing in the ground. I've actually, previous to this, I've had some scrap timber and shrub and I've burnt it down. So we've got lots of biochar in the soil, which is good. That's going to lock all the nutrients in for, so they say, 1,000 years. That's a good step forward, especially in this sandy soil that we have here in Perth. We'll get this hole dug. Okay, so that's the hole dug. So if you were to take any of our trees down to the south of Western Australia, a bit more clay, or up in the hills, in and around Kalamunda, so you'd need to be adding some gypsum, and you'd be building a mound. You'd be digging a bit of a mound, you'd be planting your tree on top of that mound. But in this sandy soil, it doesn't matter so much. The first thing we do, we've got one full barrow of top quality potting mix. This is what I use in all of my trees in my nursery. And I've got one bucket of chicken manure composted. So I'll just layer a little bit of that in the bottom. This is in particular for my avocado trees that I grow and graft here in the nursery. They're very sensitive, so we need to be very careful not to burn the roots, and especially not to upset the roots when we're taking them out of the bag. That's about enough. This is a Zutano avocado grafted last year. Rootstock's about a year old, so it's probably 18 months old in total. Just cut down either side of the bag. Be very careful not to upset any of the root system. In particular the avocados, you need to take extra care here, because if we disturb their roots too much, they're not going to be very happy, and they're going to look sick for some time. They'll probably recover, but it's not ideal. Okay, let's transfer them in the hole. So it's perfect time of year, autumn. Transplanting trees, citrus, avocados, any varieties really. Put the top layer off. Okay, so now I'm going to put this mix in, the secret mix. I use a soilless potting mix. You guys, you probably just get a top quality potting mix from Bunnings or any of your outlets, retail outlets. Perfect. Just want to sort of push it down around the outside. Add a nice little recess there. Just build the edges up so that we retain as much water as we can. That's good. So mulching is absolute key for avocados, especially. So I'm going to put a thick layer of mulch, probably about 5-6 inches all the way around here. That's actually going to feed it and keep the water distribution even. So with avocados, they've got a very shallow feeder root system once they get established, and if that dries out in summer, you'll drop all your fruit. May look like it's going well and you'll get lots of flowers, and then summer will come and you'll drop all your fruit and wonder why. That's the main reason, is especially in these sandy soils, you need to keep them well mulched, really thick layer of mulch, and lots of water, especially in summer. So here we have that Zutano avocado. It's in the hole. I'll show you an example of what mulching good looks like on some of my other trees. So here we go. I've got some Zutano avocado trees here, a year and a half old. So constant mulch. So that's chicken manure and straw, pea hay, or anything you've got. All your leaves, rake them up. Put them around the base of the tree to the drip line. After about 5 or 6 years, these guys will mulch themselves. They'll drop all their leaves. You're just giving them a helping hand for the first couple of years. You can't have them drying out. Here's a beautiful reed avocado. Yeah, lots of good fruit here. And lots of mulch. And it's constant. So if you do a really good job in spring, you should be pretty good all year. That's an example of what we should be doing. Because if you don't, your tree, it will not look very good, and it'll probably look like this guy. He was a test that I did, and I've mulched him with lots of sticks and just stuff that I've got around. He'll come good, but he got planted same time as he. He's had all the mulch. I built a little fire there with some scrap wood, and look at him go. There's a big difference. That's the comparison right there. And this is a 4-year-old Zutano. It's about 4 meters tall and got fruit all through it. So if you've purchased a Zutano tree from me, this will be the mother tree, and this will be exactly the fruit that you'd be expecting to get. Beautiful. And same with the reed. These are my budwood. This is my budwood. So as you can see, we've got fruit everywhere. Like, reed does a really good job of protecting its fruit with leaves. It's literally loaded. Yeah, so you should be excited for buying a Tuckermans tree. Good quality rootstocks and good quality budwood. So just some key pointers here. So mulch is key. That's what's going to make or break your tree, especially avocado trees, but also any citrus, anything you purchase from Tuckermans trees. Make sure that you follow these rules and you'll have avocados and fruit for years to come. And a little shade shelter is what I'd recommend, probably the first year, because they're very susceptible to get wind blown, and they dry out very quickly when they're young. So I've got a little example here. So he's a little baby Zutano, just a little wind shelter. It doesn't have to be pretty. If you've got a really sheltered backyard, you'll be fine. But if it's out in the open like this, we get the sou'westers coming this way, so this little guy gets hammered. And yeah, so retic. So here's a mango I've got here, Kensington Pride. In general, I'll have one dripper type, which will feed the taproot. This guy got transplanted about 3 days ago. And then one sprayer to spray out and cover all the surface feeder roots. That will do your tree for the first few years until you'll have a sprayer either side. And that's it. All that's left to do is mulch all these little guys, and then we're good to go.